We've stopped by this roadside crossing of one of these ravines just to have a look at the exposed face over here. This is probably the best exposure we've seen so far. There's about 12, 13, 14, 15 metres of exposure into alluvial sediments. This is one of these terraces, either early Holocene or late Pleistocene terraces that we find along the Mahi Valley. And we've stopped partly because of the height of the exposure, but also because a number of processes that contribute to erosion are evident here. The stratigraphy is a little bit blurred because there's a lot of wash over the face, but if you come down a couple of meters from the top, you can see a sort of a darker area there, browner in coloration. That looks like a paleosol. That's an ancient soil that's developed on this terrace and has possibly been buried by later material. But in terms of the erosional processes, there are very superficial erosional processes going on here. You can see that the soil surface is cracked, and that's probably just through wetting and drying, wetting and drying, wetting and drying, and eventually, with a bit of rainfall, these cracked surfaces will spall and flake, and material will roll down the bank face. But one of the key drivers here is there's a channel that's developed in the base of the gully feature, and that's undercutting the exposure. That's going to lead to mass collapse, as we can perhaps see down in the base there, where an old pipe is running through. That looks like a whole slab of material has fallen down. And this may be aided by the process of piping in these sediments as well. So piping is where you commonly get near vertical and sometimes horizontal tunnels running through the sediment. They're quite common in dispersive soils. So when the soils get wet, the sediments disperse, and that can lead to these subsurface networks, and that obviously weakens the sediment mass as a whole, and these tunnels can collapse from time to time, and that also contributes to the erosion. And of course, whatever's being eroded here ultimately is going to end up in the Mahi River and contribute to its sediment load. So yeah, that's just an overview of these ravines and some of the processes that contribute to their expansion.